You clicked on the market crash. I'll explain the causes and effects and how this topic fits into the Great Depression. The stock market crash of 1929 symbolizes the end of a time of excess and wealth. The Roaring Twenties gave hope for a more prosperous life. Many people flocked to cities to be involved in America's industrial sector. However, while cities flourished, agriculture was neglected. Farmers were in financial trouble well before the market crash even happened, due to overproduction and debt from mechanizing their farms. Society believed that success would continue, but the warning signs of a downfall were ignored. America's financial system was weak and had many problems leading up to the crash. Banks were small and had to rely on their own resources. If there was panic over economic failure, people would rush to the bank to take out their money. Banks would collapse if they didn't have enough resources. There was no strong support from the government to help maintain weaker banks. Also, the new consumer society was fueled by credit and installment buying. People could now receive goods before actually paying for them. Anyone could participate in the success of the stock market by buying stocks on margin. This means that people could loan money from a bank to buy a stock that they otherwise couldn't afford. Due to high margin loan rates, an investor could deposit $1 and be loaned $9. People were hoping to make money by investing with money they didn't have. This foundation is unstable. The market crash was caused by speculation about its success. The majority of people believed that the market would continue to rise, just as it had been during the 20s. There was too much trust in the market's ability to thrive. Stock prices were greater than their actual value, so when the prices of stocks eventually fluctuated down, there was panic selling. In October of 1929, the market began to lose its value. There were a few days where the market started to plummet, but the value was recovered. Eventually, on October 29, 1929, Black Tuesday hit Wall Street as investors traded around 16 million shares in a single day, and prices crashed completely. Billions of dollars were lost, which destroyed many investors. Banks called in loans, but they could not be paid back. This freezes credit, and people had to sell their assets to try and cover some of their debt. A great deal of money was lost during the crash, and the surviving banks became hesitant to loan money. This leads to deflation, which is very bad for an economy. Deflation means that there is less money in circulation, which causes prices to continue to drop. So demand drops as people don't have money to buy things. The market crash resulted in people losing a lot of money. As I said before, this leads to deflation. The confidence in the economy was lost, and it could not recover. The laws of supply and demand teach us that if there is not a high demand, then the suppliers cannot profit. People lost their jobs, and wages became extremely low. The economy could not grow. It could only worsen. This is what leads America into the Great Depression, not the market crash itself. So they are not directly related. People could no longer trust the system due to the crash, so very conservative methods are put in place. The economy could not recover until confidence is regained, and people begin to spend and invest money again. This same philosophy of more spending still applies to our economy today. So even though our national government is in debt, not spending anything would greatly hurt our economy. We need to spend more to allow the economy to continue to prosper. This helped America get out of the Great Depression. The main takeaway of the market crash is that it was a result of changing values. The excessive wealth of the 20s could not last forever, and the belief that it could resulted in a failing economy. Even before the crash, agriculture was problematic, and unemployment was becoming prevalent. America was awakened when the market crashed. The panic and worrying resulted in deflation and then massive unemployment. It took a long time to recover, but then the market crashed again for similar reasons in 2008. We are living in a recovering economy and need to keep it strong. Although it should never reach Great Depression levels due to better structure and stabilization, the success of our economy is directly related to people spending in it. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned a lot. Would you like to view a topic from economic, political, social, or the arts? Pick one. Time is running out.